Let's state it boldly. Why do the Oscars keep shutting out comedy films, when making someone laugh might be the toughest job in movies? Year after year, audiences chuckle, critics chatter, but when it's time for Hollywood's biggest night, comedies are left in the shadows. This isn't just a minor oversight. It's an ongoing snub that sparks debate among movie lovers and industry insiders alike. But here's where things get downright controversial. Is comedy simply not taken seriously enough? Or is there something deeper driving this pattern? It's no secret that horror films rarely get the Academy's attention. But if there's an equally underappreciated genre, it's comedy. Crafting a genuinely funny film requires razor-sharp timing, a unique perspective, and the ability to make an emotional connection, all while walking the tightrope between clever and cliché. Yet, the Oscars are notorious for turning their backs on the genre. The Golden Globes even split drama and comedy into separate categories, leaving room for so-called comedies like The Martian to compete, even though most would argue it resides more in science fiction than stand-up. The debate resurfaced recently in a lively episode of Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast, where Poehler and Olivia Colman were joined by a surprise call from Benedict Cumberbatch. He sparked the discussion by emphatically stating, "If you can do comedy, you can do anything. I really do believe that." Poehler, instantly relating, fired back, "Of course. You don't have to tell me, babe. Every single year at the Oscars, everybody in comedy gets blanked, and all the serious people get up and accept. It's some hot bullshit. Because comedy is not easy. And I got to tell you, both you and Olivia can do both. Per point, comedy demands skill and depth, often more than audiences and critics realize. Now, it's not like the Academy has never recognized comedic brilliance. There have been the rare nods, moments when a comedy squeaked into the Best Picture category. But let's be real. Can you name more than a tiny handful of pure comedies that have taken home the trophy? Everything Everywhere All at Once might come to mind as a recent winner. But even that has just as much chaos and action as rib-tickling humor. Birdman? That's a stretch. Unless you find existential angst hilarious. You'd have to go all the way back to the 1999 victory of Shakespeare in Love, still hotly debated as to whether it deserved the win. The trend is clear. When push comes to shove, the Academy has a noticeable straight-faced bias. So, why this persistent oversight? Is it just snobbery? A belief that only hard-hitting dramas or epic tales reflect real artistry? Or is there a blind spot when it comes to appreciating just how much finesse goes into landing a perfect comedic beat? Or is it that prestige dramas and Oscar bait films simply fit the mold of what the Academy expects? Think about some truly fantastic comedies you've seen in the past decade. How many even made it into the award conversation? And this is the part most people miss. Comedy's difficulty isn't just in making us laugh. It's in connecting to life's lighter moments, often exposing profound truths through joy, absurdity, or even sharp commentary. Shouldn't that level of craft be worthy of the industry's highest honors? Here's what we're dying to know from you. Which comedy movies do you believe were deserving of a Best Picture nomination? Why do you think the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences consistently passes them over? Do you think it's time for the Oscars to evolve? Or is comedy simply too subjective? Share your thoughts below. Let the debate begin. Are we too tough on the Academy? Or do comedies deserve their moment in the spotlight? We want your hot takes.